Kuypers show.
Cafe Gallery.
Yeah. Gallery Cabaret.
It's at Gallery Cabaret, yeah.
Yep. And Jan has all sorts of things going on. She's an amazing publisher, Stars Publications, and you can promote your things better than I can. So come on up and please welcome to stage Jan Kuypers.
CC&D magazine, and I was just telling Elizabeth Harper because she happens to have a poem in the 22-year anniversary issue, which is The Man Escape, which is available for sale with ISBN numbers through Amazon, available in the United States and Europe and the UK, which is kind of cool. And so I'm going to ask her to read her poem that's in this after I'm done. I do run poetry open mics every other Wednesday, and it's at the cafe. It's called the Cafe Gallery. It's at Gallery Cabaret. It's usually from 7 to 9 p.m. That's why I was able to get my butt on over here. I might as well also tell this group, because I just told it to my own open mic. My husband, because of work, is probably going to be out of a job, and he just got a job transfer offer to Austin, Texas, which means we are going to be moving in the next few months, which means that my open mic's going to go into somebody else's hands. My publishing will still run, and maybe if you wanted to come by, I would love to see you. Austin's awesome. Austin's awesome. From what I've heard, I'd like it. Yeah, I could pick a lot of worse places. I could, or my husband could for work. But I wanted to read two pieces because I've been talking too long. This first one is for an upcoming feature. I haven't read it anywhere else, but on the 19th, which is a Friday, at the Cafe Cabaret at Cafe Baloo, I've got a show there, and I'm doing a bunch of pieces about dealing with being arrested and possibly going to prison, dealing with trials and lawyers and everything, and it's called Rap Sheet. And this is one of the pieces for it, and when I read it to John, he said, "You just like summoned your Elizabeth Harper to pull this one off." And so if there's any place I can read it, because I don't know with kids around if I'll be able to read it at Baloo, but this is called Vent. As a part of my bargaining before sentencing, I have to go through group evaluation sessions for hours, for days. There's like a dozen of us in here waiting for this to start, and we all just sit here and shut up and look around and wait. The walls' rooms are painted blue, kind of like an institutional blue, though I don't even know what an institutional blue looks like. The walls make me think of Pepto-Bismol, but that's pink. These walls are bright but deep. It's like they're a Pepto-Bismol blue. The carpet's varying shades of brown, like alternating, because they're separate squares, like they just chose this brown and threw squares down. There's a black plastic spatula on the bottom shelf with a 7-foot-tall rolling cart, but there's no kitchen. Nothing can be made here. On one wall, there's a motivational poster for opportunity. It says, "If opportunity doesn't knock, build a wall." Well, I'm building my walls. I'll scoop out the mortar, I'll slather out that grout, set fixed so that nobody can move the bricks or hear my screams. Like this place is gonna do me an ounce of good. I know I played the cards right and was nice to the cops, but that one cop, the one who's bald on top of his head and has this completely hideous ring of hair circling his hair and head like ear warmers, I'd like to take a stainless steel spade and bash his fucking head in. But once he fell to the ground, I'd take an ice pick and pop each one of his tiny little beady, ugly eyes, and then I'd spear his tongue with that ice pick so that he could taste his eye juice. Then I'd get a solid steel mallet and split that monk head open, and since his brain won't move, I'll get one of those gardening hand forks, so I could grab each little brain bit apart, and as the blood coagulates there, I'd scrape and sculpt them into the shape of a middle finger. So I could say, "Fuck you, cop," in front of what's left of his oozing eyes, so that he could see how much he's despised, and he could see how little brain that little piece of shit has left. And the funny thing is that he's not even the guy that arrested me. Oh, but session is about to start, where they'll all ask us to tell about our crimes. I don't know why or how that will help us. But time to turn that frown upside down and act like you want to be here, because it's just one more step till it's all over and you're finally free. Thank you. I was just going to do one more. This one was from a past show I did in Hyde Park, and I did a bunch of pieces about my mother. And toward the end, I thought this would be a good way to end it, because my mother got the little surgery and she ended up dying. This is a piece, a generic piece that's called Extinct on Planet Earth. I saw a slew of books for sale recently of species now extinct on planet Earth. Some books were massive volumes, like large catalogs categorizing the now dead. And I heard a statistic a while ago saying a species goes extinct every 90 seconds. I mean, these books can't be up to date. There's so much in our world that's dying so quickly. 99% of all species that have ever lived on Earth are now gone. When I think of the death that precedes us, when I think of the death we see around us, I wonder, when a loved one dies, do they become a name that will be forgotten? Maybe listed in a catalog like all these long gone extinct species? I think of a man who told me he loved me. I think of my mother. And I wonder, will all that is left of that life, will it all be reduced to a line of type in small print, cataloged by genome? Maybe there's a word or two beyond a name, but it's just a few words. And is that all that is left?